Hey, it's Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. And for everybody that's watching, I want you to remember, I'm going to tell you every week, I work for you guys. So if there's questions that you have, players, coaches, for me, people that you want to see me interview, please let me know. So today we have a lot of news, a lot of updates for you. Got my trusty notes here that I'm going to go through for you guys and get you up to date. But as always, we'll start first with the transactions. So there have been a few. We acquired Stephon Gilmore via trade from New England Patriots for a 2023 sixth-round pick. And then we signed back to our practice squad guard Michael Jordan. And then next, let's get you up to date with some injuries, all right? We have linebacker Shaq Thompson, did not practice with a foot injury. We have tackle Cameron Irving, who did not practice with a neck injury. Running back Christian McCaffrey was limited in practice today with his hamstring. And Yetur Gross-Matos, our defensive end, was back to a full participant in practice. So let's talk about a few of those people that are on that injury report. First being Shaq Thompson. He's not going to be placed on IR. Believe that, he'll be out for about 2 weeks. If we did IR, he'd have to be out for 3 weeks. So it's going to be a wait and see, but that's currently his status. Christian McCaffrey, will he play Sunday or will he not play Sunday? Does not know. They're going to rely on, Coach Rule described it as a series of tests and metrics that they like to see him meet. And, of course, Christian is a big part of that, being, in touch with his body, let them know when he's going to come back. So, presumably, he'll be limited in practice tomorrow. And then on Friday will be a really big indicator for where he may go in terms of being available for this Sunday's matchup versus the Philadelphia Eagles. So, lots of news, lots of things to report about today. Matt Rule talking about the trade for Gilmore, saying that just like last week when they picked up C.J. Henderson, it's one of those things where he doesn't feel like he could have too many good guys. And to be able to get Gilmore and only have to do a 2023, that's not this year, is not next year, it's in 2 years, that you'll have to give up a sixth-round pick. That is something that he wanted to do and take advantage of. And I'll talk more a little bit later about what the GM Fitterer said about this trade as well. Dante Jackson spoke to the media today, said he's excited to have a guy like Gilmore on the team. And what they're doing with these recent picks is they're getting a good balance between younger guys and older guys. And Gilmore's a guy that's been to the Pro Bowl, said he's excited to work with him and feels that he's going to bring some nuggets to this team that, that only he could bring for being a Pro Bowl caliber cornerback to this team. And Dante also feels like there's a message that's being sent from the management down to the players, or that he's receiving anyway. And he says that message is that this could be a dominant team, and this is a team that can win now. And he really, is excited about the opportunities ahead for this team. Okay, so let's talk about GM Scott Fitterer, who also spoke with the media today, saying that this, blending of some veteran guys in with the younger people was not part of the master plan, but certainly is something that he wouldn't mind doing and is taking advantage of doing. Now, Gilmore is under contract that ends this year, so it's basically like a contract year for him. Has no concerns that Gilmore is going to report and play. Gilmore has indicated that he would, and they know that at the end of the year, they're going to revisit signing the contract and just see how things fit. Now, one thing is that Gilmore was on the physically unable to perform list, also known as the PUP list, for the New England Patriots. And because he was traded to the Carolina Panthers and not released, he still has to be on that list for 2 weeks, which is not a terrible thing because, he's not been in the best shape because he's on that list right now for New England Patriots. So you already feel like there's going to be some time that it takes for him to get up to playing speed, and it's not that big of a deal that he's out for 2 weeks. Also, an interesting nugget, if you will, him and Scott Fitterer are neighbors. I don't know how close they are to being neighbors, but they are neighbors, so that's a cool thing that maybe helped this deal come along for the Carolina Panthers to get in on this trade. Scott also let us know, the media know, that there was some noise last night that started about the availability of Gilmore. So this morning when it happened and the Patriots made it known as they did that they were going to be releasing him, that news started to come out. It helped GMs get in position to say, hey, well, maybe we can make a trade for this guy and not have to get into a bidding war. And that's something that they were able to do. Now, You all have also asked about the offensive line and how are we going to get better, and that's something that I said I was going to dig into for you. Fortunately for me, it fell into our laps that Scott Federer, the GM, was able to talk today, and he said, hey, they have been shopping around, they have been calling around for an offensive lineman. And one thing about offensive linemen is they're a hot commodity, and there's just not a lot of them available right now in free agency, to get from other teams. And teams are even being stingy with their backup linemen. So it's something that he's been on the phone about. He'll continue to work, and hopefully something will come about to help us improve. But he says the guys that are out there in the offensive line, they know that they've been making some mistakes. They know that they need to get better. So things on that area will have a chance to work themselves out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up because it is starting to rain here at the office. But there'll be another video. Please, if you haven't subscribe, hit the bell notification. I will go in depth more about the Gilmore trade and what that could mean. I'm going to take your questions, so hit the bell notifications, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. As I work for you, I will continue to get information from you all that you need and work hard at doing so, all right? Appreciate it. Leave your comments below. I will make sure to make a video and answer those. I'm Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.